Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Hello dear students, welcome to another lecture. So in the past videos we have taught you the entire drama, The Tale of Ivan the Fool, class 9th alternative English. So in this video I shall revise with you the topic and tell you the summary of the same and thereby discuss the back exercises. So we read this story written by Anutama Ghosh, the story which has been inspired by Leo Tolstoy's drama, a short story by Leo Tolstoy. So the story is about three brothers, Simeon, who was a soldier, Taras, who was a merchant, and Ivan the Fool. All three brothers were the sons of a very wealthy Russian peasant. Now, the three brothers, as I told you, since Simeon was a soldier, he would raise an army, he would fight for the Tsar of Russia. Taras, being a merchant, had a lot of money, and Ivan, on the other hand, was a very hard-working man. He was a hard-working peasant who worked on the fields, and he would look after his family. We read that once the two brothers, that is Simeon and Taras, when they were left with no money, they came to their brother Ivan to ask for their share of property. Ivan gave it to them without any questions, without any problems. Looking at this, the devil thought that the three brothers should be made to quarrel, should be made to fight. He therefore instructed his three imps to create a circumstance so that the three brothers would quarrel with themselves. So imp 1 took the responsibility of Simeon, the soldier. Imp 2 took the responsibility of Taras, the merchant, and imp 3 took the responsibility of Ivan. They wanted that they should do something that all the three brothers would be ruined, and then when faced with each other, they will fight. So imp 1 thought that he is going to using his magical powers, he is going to make Simeon so confident that Simeon would tell the emperor that I can fight with the viceroy of India for you. When he will face the Indian soldiers, the imp again will use his magical powers and make sure that the entire gunpowder stock is totally destroyed. And will also teach the Indian, ruler how to make soldiers using straw. This week, the Indian army will be strong, the Indian soldiers will be strong, and that of Simeon will be defeated by them. The Tsar of Russia will insult him, will take away his possessions and put him behind the bars. Then the imp will break the lock of the prison and will free him. Simeon will come to his brother Ivan asking for money. Taras, imp 2, had thought that he is going to make Taras so greedy that he will spend all his money on buying things. Still, his greed will not be satisfied and he will just keep on borrowing money from people so that he continues to get things. There will be a time when he will be overpowered by a lot of debt and it will be impossible for him to repay that. And then again he will come to Ivan to get the money. Ivan, on the other hand, the third imp, thought that Ivan would be the easiest of them all to tackle. He decided that he is going to spoil Ivan's milk at night so that when Ivan drinks that in the morning, his stomach will begin to ache, making it difficult for him to work. Secondly, he will make the soil of his field so hard that he would not be able to work on it. All the three imps set on to work. Imp 1 and 2 were successful. After accomplishing the tasks allotted to them related to Simeon and Taras, they came to help the imp 3. Imp 3 had already started with his things. Ivan was in terrible pain. The ground was hard, but despite that, Ivan was not ready to give up. 4 showels were broken, but he brought another 2 so that he would continue to plow the land. Now, while he was doing that, he came across all the 3 imps one after the other. When he caught the first imp requested him to set him free. In return, the first imp gave him magical roots that could cure any illness of the world. Ivan ate that, a part of it, and he was feeling perfectly okay. When the second imp was caught by him, the second imp offered Ivan's, to teach him a magical trick using which he can make soldiers using the leaves, the soldiers who would sing and dance. And the last imp taught him how to make gold coins using the leaves. Ivan, being a simple-minded man, forgot about all the 3 tricks until the day when he hosted a party, a feast for his friends after the harvest. There, in order to lighten the mood of the women, he showed them the trick of making the coins. The women were very happy and they left back home getting a lot of coins in their hands. For the men at the party, he showed them the trick of bringing among them the soldiers singing and dancing. Now Simeon and Taras happened to saw that, and they told Ivan to give them soldiers and coin so that Simeon can raise an army of himself using those soldiers, and Taras can use that gold to flourish his business. Ivan agreed. He gave them to him. But as time said, after some time, the 2 brothers came back again to Ivan asking for money. This time, Ivan refused. He said that using the soldiers, you are killing people, which is not acceptable. And to Taras, he said that using your gold coins, you took away the cow, which made the little children beg for milk. So he refused to help them any further by giving soldiers or gold coins. But still the 3 brothers did not fight with each other. Simeon told Taras that I will give you my soldiers so that you can protect your money. And Taras said, I will give you some money so that you can feed your army. So this was done. Now comes the next scene wherein the daughter of the Tsar was ill and could not be cured by anything. Ivan then offered to her that root, the part of that root, and she became totally fine. The king was so happy that he married his daughter to Ivan and made him the Tsar of Russia. After Ivan became the Tsar, he started dealing with the problems of the kingdom in his style. He told the people that there is no need for us to work for others and that we need to work for ourselves. When he told this to the people, the wiser ones, the people who used their brains, who were smart, they left the kingdom and only the fools were left behind. The fools started to work hard and it was a very happy place. The devil still was not happy. He was not happy with the fact that his plan was failed. So he entered Ivan's kingdom, first dressed as a general. He wanted to convince the fools so that they would raise an army of themselves and fight with the people. He was not able to do that. Second, he dressed himself up as a nobleman, where he wanted the people to be full of greed. He offered to the people that I will give you a gold coin for the work you do for me. Gradually, the people of the kingdom had so much gold that the women were wearing necklaces, the kids were playing with it, the girls were wearing it in their hair, and they just did not value it any longer. The devil was so irritated that he actually stood on a platform addressing the fools how to use their mind and how to use the gold. But when he saw that it was not affecting the fools at all, he again got exasperated and he started hitting his head against the pillar. He fainted and he fell down. It was then when Ivan realized that it was the devil, and he thought that he also would have come to the kingdom with the same, intention. He addressed his crowd. He told his people to work with their hands and with their back as long as they are strong and as long as they are happy. And this is how Ivan the Fool became a successful tsar, and he ruled over a kingdom which was very happy and satisfied. So my dear students, let us discuss the back exercises now. Okay, the first one is the reference to context. So, soldiers playing tunes. What would Ivan know about the use of soldiers? It would take a man of the army to know to use them better. Who said these lines? These lines were spoken by Simeon. What does the speaker mean when he says a man of army? The speaker, Simeon, meant that only a man like him who understood the value of having an army, the value of having soldiers, can understand their true worth. And what is the mood? Obviously, what was the mood? Since it was the dinner hosted by Ivan, so everybody was rejoicing. The soldiers were playing tunes, while Simeon and Taras were irritated at how foolish Ivan was. If they stop serving others, they will be free to work for themselves. Then they can work on the fields and make their own food. Who are they? First of all, this line was spoken by Ivan when he was addressing his people. So who are they? They refers to the people of Ivan's kingdom. He wanted the people of his kingdom to work for themselves rather than working for others. What does the speaker mean by work for themselves? Working for themselves means working on the fields for the most basic things, growing crops, harvesting them, then, the milking the cows, rearing the cattle. Every kind of work was supposed to be done by the people of the kingdom themselves. This is what Ivan wanted. To what problem is the speaker providing a solution? What was the problem to which Ivan provided the solution? Remember, the minister had told Ivan that their treasury was empty and they had no money to pay to the soldiers or to anybody to get them work done. And that is when Ivan said that if we do not have the money, we do not pay anybody, and tell everyone to start working on their own. Okay. Why is Ivan considered a fool? Mention 3 instances of foolish behavior. So why is Ivan considered a fool? Ivan was considered not a fool but a simple-minded man who, rather than being clever, was innocent at heart, and I would say that he found the simplest solutions to the most complex problems faced by him. Now, we have to mention 3 instances of his foolish behavior. So, first, I would say first instance of him being foolish was when, he just gave away the money to his brothers Simeon and Taras while he was the one working hard, and still he gave them a part of their property. Then he was foolish when he did not understand the real value of gold. He did not understand what gold and what soldiers were meant to be. He used the soldiers to play music at the weddings and gold so that the kids can play with it. And the third instance, I would say, of a foolish behavior is when even after becoming an emperor, he did not know how to raise an army, how to run a kingdom. And there also he used his most innocent and simple mind to ensure that the people of his kingdom were happy. Fools are determined and won't give up easily. Comment on the truth of this statement. Now, this statement, when referred to with context to Ivan, is absolutely true. Yes, Ivan was determined and would not give up easily. And this statement, throws light on the incident when the imp 3 had used his magical powers to spoil Ivan's milk, which would make him have a terrible stomach ache. And B, he hardened the soil of the field so that Ivan was not able to plow it. Now, Ivan was so determined and hardworking that he was working despite that severe pain in his stomach. Also, there were 4 showels that were broken, but despite that, he did not find an excuse in not working. He kept on reassuring himself, he kept on motivating himself that there's only a small strip of land which is left and I need to finish it before the day is over. He brought 2 new showels and he was decisive that if these showels would also break, I will bring new showels but will not stop working hard. So this is how I can infer that yes, Ivan was a fool who was full of determination, who was full of tenacity, perseverance, and did not give up easily. When the imps grant him whatever he desires, what does Ivan choose and why does he choose so? So, what all things did Ivan ask for from the imps and why? From the first imp, he asked for something that could help him be relieved from his terrible stomach ache. The imp changed some roots to, some medicinal properties were given to the roots by the imp number 1. And those roots could actually cure all the illnesses that existed on the earth. The second imp, Ivan asked him if he could give him some soldiers that could sing, and dance. And the reason why he wanted these soldiers were for the wedding parties that were hosted in his village. And from the third imp, Ivan wanted him to give him some gold coins that he could give to the children to play with. So this is what he asked for from the imps and the reason why he needed them. So with this, my dear students, we come to an end of this wonderfully written play and a very humorous one indeed. I hope the entire drama is very much clear to you. The back exercises have been discussed with you as well. So I will see you all now in my next lecture. Thank you.